Hello guys, today this video is going to be slightly different to just my gameplay videos. This one is a video I'm doing on the mods I have on my game, and the first of these mods is actually the one I'm sitting in. As you can see on the side there, it's the TLX 2020. It's the new ute that's been dropped in the mod hub recently, and it's by 82 Squared Modding, or in the mod hub his name is actually Zanarco, but I know it as 82 Squared. Excellent mod. As you can see, I've gone with the performance wide tyres, but there's heaps of options. Great details. But that's not why I like it. I like it because at the moment I have the fifth wheel hitch flatbed tray on the back, as you've seen me use in my other video. The good thing about it is I can park over here like this. I can drop that tray bed off. Now I can come over here and I have all these options for it. And as you've seen me use before, this one here, I can reverse here, park under this one, can attach it, and now I have a tray and a ute that is now a tipper. So if I kick my button, hit it, so it tips up like so. 8,000 litre capacity, so I can transfer pretty much everything in the back of that, so I can use it feed my animals, transport fertilizer, lime, everything. Another good thing is if I want to double that up, it also has behind it a tipper trailer. Holds the same capacity, but I can hook this up, and now I've doubled my carrying capacity of that ute. Really awesome. Drop that off. Drop that one off, and then over here is these two, which are liquid tanks. I have them set up as multi-liquid tanks at the moment. You can turn them into slurry spreader tanks. They have a 5,000 litre capacity, but they will hold water. Not sure if they hold fuel. Some maps you can get fuel on. I'd say it would, but I haven't tried it. But yeah, they will hold all your liquids, like your water, your liquid fertilizer, herbicides, and all that. And over here, oh, and I've just noticed, put the tank on the back. Over here it now says it's a TLX 2020 LIQIT, so a liquid IT, I guess. I never noticed that before. That's pretty cool. And then again, the same here, we have the trailer option. So it's the same capacity, same tank as on the back of the ute, only it's set up as a trailer. So you can do the same again as with that. You can double your capacity from 5,000 litre tank to 10,000 litres, or if you want, you could probably put, say, water in this one, herbicide in that one, and carry different liquids around for different jobs with the one vehicle. And now drop that one off, and then last but not least, we have this tray bed. Before I put that on, this is just looks like a flatbed at the moment. Has straps, 3 straps just like the other beds, matching trailer setup, and even the trailer has a tow hitch on it, so you could actually daisy chain more than one of these trailers together, as long as the ute has enough horsepower to pull them. That's cool. And like I said, this is just my personal preference of mods. You can use whatever mods you like. It might not be the same as mine, depending on how you play, how you like to play, how you like to run your farm. The cool thing about these is they're a flatbed at the moment, and I can put pallets and everything on. But if I want to do a tiny bit of logging or clearing trees around my farm, if I go up to my help menu and I click my L1 trigger and I hit X, look what happens to the trailer bed. I get a rack on my roof and I get little bars that pop up. And what that allows me to do now is I can cut logs or timber, load them onto there, wrap my straps, and they're not going to fall off. So I now have potentially a mini logging tray. And the trailer does the same thing. How cool is that? You can have it as just a flatbed trailer or tray. Move your egg pallets, fertilizer pallets, all that sort of stuff. And then if you want, or you're clearing some trees on your farm to put in a shed, or you're just clearing trees to sell wood to make money, you know, you can unfold these and away you go. So yeah, brilliant mod. My next mod I like to use is this. It's the Hulk Plus Plus truck. And you'll find this in the mod hub under trucks. Oh, hang on, I'll backtrack. And actually, sorry, to find this mod in the mod hub, the TLX, I forgot to mention that. Alright, that's bad. It's also in the mod hub, but it's under cars. And when you download this pack and mod, the main ute bit goes into cars. Into here you go to cars, and it is right there, that one there. And then to find all the backs and trailers for it, you go over to the tools menu, which up the top, if you can see, it's the little trailer picture highlighted. Go across down to miscellaneous there, click on that, scroll across, and there's all your backs. There's the flatbed back with the 5th wheel hitch, and again it's in the mod hub under cars if you'd like to go and download it if you don't have it. And sorry about that, guys. Now back to this, the Hulk Plus Plus. And the cool thing about this is it has a lot of options. As you can see on this one, I do use this one a lot to move bigger, bulkier loads of pallets. I've configured this one to the flatbed trailer. As you saw then, has straps, so you can tension your load on there so it doesn't fall off. It'll also carry front loader tools and stuff like that if they are tension belt compatible. Also has a tow hitch on the back, so you can add trailer or anything like that. You can put a flatbed trailer on the back and tow your telehandler and have your pallets up there and take your loader with you. So there's that one, which is really cool, and I love the sound of these trucks. It just sounds like a nice hefty V8 under that. Other version is same truck, as you can see. Only version is this one with the big yellow tub on the back. Just take it out here into some space. This is the hook lift truck version. And what this one does is open your help menu by pressing L1 trigger again. up the top it says drop off container. So I'll press X. As you can see, my hook lift is now dropping off my container. So this truck will take all the IT runner pack containers. You can drop it off. You can detach the container. You can open and close the arm like so. Pick the container back up. And there's so many backs in the IT runner packs, but this is just the one I picked. And then for hauling my massive trailers for bulk loads, I put it in this configuration, which is just the short semi fifth wheel hitch attachment with a sleeper and stuff like that. So that's just your basic heavy hauler semi-trailer. And you'll find this once you download it from Trucks in the Mod Hub. You'll find it in Vehicles under Trucks. Go across. And there it is there. And moving on from the trucks, we have this, which I did show off in my farming video a bit, but it works perfectly. This, it's also made by the same modder that does the TLX, which is 82 squared, or Zanaco as it says in the Mod Hub. But you connect that on there, just like so. Like I showed you before, at the back, open your menu, L1 trigger, push up on the right stick, folds your ramps up, push down on your right stick, unfolds your ramps. So again, you can put your telehandler on there, or if it just makes loading your pallets easier, if you go from front to back, you can drive up, load them, whichever. You can open the trailer, which opens it to hold the round bales, as you have seen me do on my other videos. Close it, puts the flat deck back on there. You can move the stabilizer feet up and down. And you can open the trailer to have your seeds. So yeah, there is the 22-foot gooseneck trailer. Awesome bit of gear as well. Other mod I like to use on a lot of my farms is this one, and you have seen it on my Hagenstead farm. I do have it there. It is the Challenger MT900 series tractor. It is in large tractors under the Mod Hub, and it is made by M86 and SIID modding. They made this mod for Farming Sim. I always get it set up with the big wide LSW 1400 wheels. Just that's my personal preference, just the way I like it. And you have seen me use it on my farm, but that's another one I like. It's a big tractor. It's great for towing stuff, pulling your seeders, your bigger gear around the farm. Does that no problem at all, because at its biggest engine setting it has 646 horsepower, so there's not much it can't pull around. It is an articulating tractor, so it turns in the middle, runs on hydraulic arms and that to make it steer. The wheels don't actually turn. Again, it's not everyone's cup of tea. There are bigger tractors in the game that you can use. There is a tracked version of this that has 646 horsepower, sorry, not 460, but you can get the tracked version. I just like this version. And again, in the shop you'll find this under Vehicles in Large Tractors. You just go across. That's the non-modded version one just there. The base model there, 425. You can get this modded one, which is this one, 186 for the base model. moving on from that, the other mod that I really like, I don't go onto any farm without, is this guy here. This is the replenishment container, which is, hang on a second, I'm just looking up my list here, which is made by Sphinx, and it's found under objects in the mod hub, and you can open the doors like so. Has a light inside if you just want to see in there. Awesome detail. Seed pallets up the back, fuel cans, you got liquid herbicide and fertilizer tubs there, just some odd bits and pieces on the shelf, water tanks at the front. Really cool detail, I like it. Fits on a farm. What this thing does is it allows you to buy herbicide, normal fertilizer or solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, water and seed and lime, all from this one station, and it's at a cheaper rate. Okay, my next mod that I like having on my farm, I'll just grab my tractor because I'll need it for this. Is this one over here hiding behind the Gilbert trailer, and it is the milling machine. Here it is right here. So this hooks up to any 3-point attacher on the front of your tractor if you have one. And it is made by Chris U70, if I've said that right. Is the modder that made this, and you'll find it in the mod hub under the others tab. Anyway, you connect that up, and this thing essentially turns your tractor into kind of a forage harvester, but not exactly the same. But this thing will pick up pretty much any of your dry solid products. And so to do that, you open your menu with your L1 trigger, you push down on your directional pad to unfold the pipe, and it will pick up the trailer like so. Then you press your X button to unfold the milling machine. If you watch closely, the side rollers will come forward there, if you can see that, forwards and back. And then to turn it on, you press your square button and the rollers will start up. You can then lower the milling machine, and what this does is, as over here I have a pile ready, these are hay pellets. It'll pick up hay pellets, grains, manure, seeds, sugar beets, any solid product like that in the game it will pick up, and it will shoot it into the trailer. So as I drive forward, as you can see, it's starting to shoot it into my trailer there. Just like so. See, my trailer's filling, and it is just an awesome piece of gear. It makes filling your trailer so easy. That is the milling machine. Awesome bit of gear. I like it a lot. The other mods I like to use on most of my farms, I build up to using these, but it is called the add-on straw harvest pack, and you'll find it under packages in the mod hub, and it is made by Creative Mesh, is the modder that made this. This is going to take a while. This mod add-on pack is free, but it has a lot of gear in it. And the first bit of gear we're going to show off is this little trailer. Now this little trailer attaches to the back of the big baler here. So you can see we've got the tow hitch there, and what this allows it to do, and I'll just hook it up and I'll show you in a minute. So I'll just grab my tractor, drop the trailer off, come along here and you hook that up, and we line this up. You can also get this big baler that I have on in with a bale chute on the back, so when you put the bale chute on, it will not take this trailer. Now that that's lined up and attached, what you do is you go to L1, trigger, open your menu. In the top menu it says if you push your X button it'll unfold the bale collector. So we do that, you can see the trailer gets closer to the back of the baler and then it opens up. And what it essentially does is as you're driving along the field and the baler pushes the bales out the back, that little trailer lines up 3 square bales perfectly and then drops them all off in a nice 3-piled bale pile, drops them off in a nice neat pile of 3 bales. And you can also choose how it drops the bales off. So up in the help menu there, you push down on your D-pad and it says bale unload mode. So I can unload it with all 3 bales at once, or I can push it down, I can unload just 1 bale at a time, or I can unload 2 bales at a time, or again push it again, I can unload all 3 bales at a time, depending on how you're making your bales, what you want them for, how well you go at picking them up off the field, you know, all depends on how you want to play. So that's the bale collector trailer for the back of the Krone big baler in the straw harvest pack. So we'll fold that back up. And drop that off. And then on the back is the Krone big pack baler. You can set these to auto or manual load depending on kind of how realistic you want to play, but if you do, I'll show you what you need to load it with in a little bit. But to load it up with bale twine, you just open your menu with the L1 trigger again, and then again you push up on your directional pad and it'll actually lower the twine boxes. If you do that, this bale opens up like so. So when you get out, we'll just have a closer look. So in here, all your little rolls of bale twine go in there on both sides. If you want that more realistic gameplay, that's up to you. So what we can do is we can grab the telehandler, and I'll just get my big bag handler over here. And what you need to do is you buy this pallet. This pallet here is your Krone bale twine pallet. As you can see, there it is in there, twine all baled up in the little bales. You jump in, pick this up, take it over to your baler, park it just there. We'll jump out of that, jump in your tractor, or if you're playing co-op, your friend could bring it over. And now what it gives you the option to do in your help menu is you click L3 and it will refill the baler with the twine, and as that happens, that'll take them out of the pallet like so, just like that. So now when we jump out, if we have a look, in here is now full of your bale twines, and they will slowly disappear one by one as you bale. Pretty cool. Then you go in here, open your menu again, press up on your D-pad, and your bale twine boxes will close up again. And there we go. That's it. That's the Krone big baler. And then that one makes square bales. Also in this same mod pack, if you want, you can do round bales. But this one doesn't take the bale collect trailer like the big square one does. You get this one, the Krone Comprima baler. This one makes round bales, but also you have to fill it if you choose to do it manually. And you can switch the bale size on this one. I never use it, but you can do it because I like the Kverneland baler that makes round fluffed my words, makes round bales. It's a non-stop round baler, that's why I like it. But this one, an alarm will go off and you have to unload them one by one. It's a bit of a pain, but some people might like doing that. So to fill that one, you need to fill it as well. So we'll just get in the telehandler again. This one takes a different kind of pallet, and that is this one, because this doesn't take baling twine, takes baling netting, and that is this pallet with the long rolls in it. So you pick that one up. Just turn some lights on here. It's getting towards night time in the game, so things are getting darker. I will cut it in a second and I'll go sleep, bring the daylight out, and I'll show you the rest of my mods. Do the same, park that there, and it says should say fill tool. Why is that not going to see? So I don't use this bit of gear much, so yep, so there we go. Open your menu with your L1 trigger, push up on your D-pad like the other one, and it opens the front there. Now that that's open, you can now let go of your L1 trigger and you can press L3 to refill the baler. As you can see, it just took 3 rolls of netting out of the pallet, and they are now, oh sorry about that, they are now now in there. So it holds 2 spare netting and puts 1 down there for the baler. You can jump in, hit up again, open your L1 menu, hit up on your D-pad, closes it, and that is ready to be taken out on the field to make your round bales. Alright, I'll cut it there. Alright guys, I'm back. I just cut there and slept overnight so I could have daylight to make it a bit easier to see the mods. We just did that round baler mod, so the next mod I'm going to show you is this one. No, not that one. Did that one already. Did that one. Is this one. The Krone Primus 5000. Kinda looks like a big baler, but it's not. It's a pretty cool bit of gear actually. What it does is it takes your loose straw after you've harvested wheat or barley or oats, whatever. Can take your straw and your hay. Once you make your hay and you dry it and swath it, that machine will run along the swaths and it'll pick it up with those teeth there, and it'll turn it into hay or straw pellets. You're probably asking, why do you need pellets? Well, you technically don't. But the cool thing about it is your sheep will eat hay pellets, your cows will take hay pellets, pretty sure the horses will take hay pellets as well. So if it's a rainy, because on the game, if it rains during the day on the game, you can't harvest your crops. So if you want something to do while it's raining, I usually build my farm up and get one of these setups, and I'll make pellets, which will give me something to do on my farm on a rainy day while I can't harvest my crops. And this will make the pellets, this machine. And just like the balers, you have to fill it up too if you have it set on manually. And it takes molasses. So you open up your menu, the L1, is it? No, I don't think you have to open this machine. It doesn't open like the others. All you have to do is drive past this pallet, which you get, and I'll show you where you get all these pallets from. And this pallet here is your molasses pallet. As you can see, it's full of bottles of molasses. Comes in a pallet like that. So you buy that and drive this next to your pallet. In the menu it gives you a refill pellet harvester. God, I'm having a bad day with words today. Anyway, it gives you the option to refill your pellet harvester. So you click L3, and as like before, you'll see the bottles of molasses disappear from the pallet and jump into the harvester, just like so. Down the bottom you'll see the molasses fill line fill up, so it holds 200 litres of molasses. There's another line below it, as you can see, and what that one is water. So what you need to do is find a water fill point, which there are many on the game. I've just got one here, so you drive past that. Again, says start filling, hit L3, bang, full, 500 litres of water. So now that that's full, you can set that out to harvest your straw swaths, your hay swaths. It won't do grass, it just does straw and hay. And then it feeds it up, turns it into pellets, runs along that conveyor bit at the back, drops it into the big tank. It does have a 9,000 litre capacity for each type of pellet. Then you just pipe out, brings up the belt, pull over the trailer, and it'll automatically load that into whatever trailer. Other beauty about this is if you don't want to tow it around and you've done your hay and your straw in bales and you want to do bales but you want to turn them into pellets, you can buy this thing on the pallet here, which is a bale shredder, and this actually attaches to the side of this, and I'll show you that in a minute. So you pull up next to it just like that, and down the bottom a little menu will say Krone bale shredder. So you press X and that attaches to the side like so. Now what you can do is open your L1 menu again, and it'll say unfold bale shredder. So you hit X to unfold your bale shredder. The bale shredder unfolds like so. It's a pretty cool bit of gear. Do however need a tractor or something to run this machine in its state here, because once it's set up like this you can't tow it obviously because you're at the conveyor belt. But what you can do is leave your tractor running, open your L1 menu, turn on pellet harvester with your square button, as you can see. Now as I come around here, all the shredding teeth are running and that from the power of your tractor and the PTO drive at the back there. That yellow shaft that's vibrating. It's running the shredding blades and that, and then over here you can see pellet harvesters running, so the barrels are spinning and all the bits and pieces are moving, which is really cool. And I'll just get my telehandler, drop that. What we can do, which is what you also get in this pack, is bale handling tools. And I'll show you them in more detail in a minute. I'm just going to use this one, which is the Lizard V-Grab, set up for telehandlers. But, we'll use this for a second. So I'm showing off the shredder. Got some hay bales here. And this only works with square bales. I've tried it with round ones, it won't accept them, which is fine. Square, round, that's just a personal preference. They're both 4,000 litres each bale and whatnot. So you pick up your bale, we'll bring it over here to this conveyor belt. Set up here. It can be a bit finicky to load. But you put it on there. It's got teeth, little fingers that sit up, so you can put your bale on there. Like so. I don't know if you notice that, but as you can see it's slowly moving along the belt. Does take a bit of time, and as you can see it's now going into the shredding teeth. Jump in the tractor. As it's shredding the bale, as you can see, it's now making pellets. Here they come. So it shreds the bale, mixes it with the molasses and the water down in there somewhere, then puts it through that roller there, which presses it into the pellet shape, and that roller and auger dries it, gets onto that conveyor belt, drops it into the tank. Take that back off if you want. Drop that off, and that's the pellet machine. Also, what you get in this pack, I'll just park up the tractor here. And again, I've got them all set up for the telehandler, but you can get them set for front loaders and wheel loaders as well. Is, like I said, this one, which is the bale Lizard V-Grab for bales. So what you can do with this one is you can pick up 1, 2 or 3 bales. And it has claws on it, so it'll actually secure the bales to the grab. So we'll pick up all 3, so you can drive in like so. And you can press your L1 trigger and hit triangle, and it grabs the bales like so. Grabs the bales, then you can pick them up. Take them out, lift them up. As you can see, I can pretty much hold them. They don't fall off because my grab's holding them, which is cool. Makes stacking them a lot easier, or putting them into TMR mixes and stuff a lot easier. Put that down, and then to let go of the bales, open your L1 again, press up on your directional pad to drop the bales. The claws reopen. Set them down, and you can just reverse out. And that's basically that one, guys. It's a pretty handy tool. I like it. Of course, if that's what you want, how you want to handle your bales, makes it really easy. The next one is this one, which is the Brestle and Lade B50 AR03, which is basically another bale grab, or is another bale grab. But what it does is, like I explained before, that bale collecting trailer drops 3 bales in a nice neat row, in a nice pile. So you can use this one out on the field, and you just come in, You line it up the best you can. I'm not the best at this, but in the field you can pick them up like so. Line it up. Grab your bales, and now you can pick up all 4 bales or 3 bales or however you want to do it, just like that. And it's the same, it just does it vertically. Also makes loading your low loader trailers easier, because you can just grab them like so, load them nice and flat, just like that. So just say that pile of bales is my trailer, can bring it up. A little bit heavy for the telehandler, but not too bad. And you can just nicely set them back down, just like so. And open your menu with your L1, hit up on your direction pad, the claws retract, and you can lift that up and then go and get your next set. So yeah, there's that bale grab, guys. That's pretty good, pretty handy, especially out on the field when that trailer, like I said, drops nice neat piles of bales. Makes it easier to pick up all 3 in one hit. The next one is the bigger brother, so I'll have to get the front loader for that, because it won't go on anything else but front loader. So I have the Claas Terry on here just to show off this thing. This one is only made for these types of vehicles because it does hold a lot more bales, so it's a lot heavier. So you just pick that up. It's the Bresel Undlade B50 AR05. As you can see, it's a lot wider, can hold a lot more bales, but it's basically the same as the little yellow one I had. It also folds up for transportability. We want it unfolded for now. I went the same colour as the Claas front loader. I got it in the Claas green, but it's the same. You just pick it up. I think it'll hold 6 bales instead of 3 or 4. It'll hold 6, but it's the same. Just sit it down nice and flat. Drive in, line it up. Open your menu with your L1 again, hit triangle to grab the bales, and it'll pick them up. No worries, as you can see, just like so. And you can just put them back down again. And then again, open L1, trigger, press up on your D-pad, releases the claws, and you can pack that away, just like so. When you're done, pack it away for some storage if you like, disconnect it, takes up less room. So there's that grab as well. Also in this pack, you get the sheds. Electric opening doors. I think that's pretty cool. This one's just an empty big shed, so it's just like a big, you could put machines, store your bales, your pellets, your pallets for your baling equipment and stuff all in here if you want. It's just basically a storage shed. This little door opens as well. You got a light switch here. Turn that on. Lights come on if you like. Up to you. Turn them off. You got another door here. So that's just the basic shed. Just a shed. Does what sheds do. You can get this version of the shed, which is the same shed, same doors. One opens up, has lights as well, just here. The only difference with this one is it has these dividers, so you can store your pallets here, or your hay pellets, or your straw pellets there, or you can put pallets and tools there, straw pellets, hay pellets. You know, all that open space. It also has a gantry crane, so you get in it like a vehicle, hold your trigger and I think it's right trigger, and you can lower it, raise it, move it forwards, move it back, depending on where you need to go, side to side. Hold L1 and R1 together, push up and down on the right stick, opens and closes the tool. So that's just a bucket scoop to pick up your pellets or whatever you're putting in here. You can also change the tool that you pick. So you hold L1, press X to toggle through your crane tool. So this one's the bucket tool. It's X, you now have the bale fork grab. It's the same, you can open it up, pick your bales up, move your bales around. If you're storing bales in here, you can move your bales, load your trailer with the crane if that's what you wish to do. You then have a pallet grab. If you've got pallets in here to store, you can widen it, lower it over your pallet, close it up, pick your pallet up, load your pallet if that's what you wish to do with the crane, and then just back to your shovel again. So that's that shed. And then there's the third shed, which is the one I like to get. Again, same shed, same doors, has lights. The other difference with this shed is, which is what I like about it for rainy days, what I can do now is L1, R1 trigger, unload here, tip some of these out. Not all of them, that'll be enough because I've done a demonstration. Get rid of this tractor and trailer. You can do this with a front loader bucket, telehandler bucket, whatever you want to do, but I'm just going to use the gantry gantry crane. Wow, what a bad day for words. Anyway, if you're with me this far, thanks for sticking around. So you get in the crane, and we will move it. We will open the bucket. And we will scoop up a bucket of stuff. I have no idea why it's doing that. That's a bit of a glitch, but anyway. So as you can see over in this corner that wasn't in the other sheds is I have a hopper, a conveyor belt and some other machinery. That is a pelletizer. So what that does is you bring your crane over here, you dump your pellets in, like so, fill the hopper, I'll just jump out. So you've put pellets in there, feeds into the belt, as you can see it's going up the belt into the pelletizer and it's putting the pellets into these little handy 50-litre bags, and it goes along there, it goes onto the pellet turner. Here's your pallets, and it puts the bags onto pallets, so you can now make pallets of pellets to sell. Not all maps take pellet bags, but another thing that comes in this pack that I didn't put on the map is the pellet cell station that you can put directly on your farm. But as you can see, it stacks the pallets with the pellets, it'll fill the pallet up, and then once it's full it pushes it along them rollers. Those rollers there move down to here and it rolls out onto these rollers where you can pick it up with your forklift, telehandler, whatever you like. The gantry crane you can do it with. Shrink wraps them and you can then have them as a pallet, as you can see. Pretty cool bit of gear. And just quickly you go into your menu, go across to placeables, miscellaneous, and that's the bit I missed. So this is your pellet pallet selling station. It comes in this pack too. So just whack that there. So that's what it looks like, guys. So you can see, just like that, you got hay pellets, straw pellets, some flags. That marking on the ground is your sell points. You drop the pallet in there and it sells and you get whatever the money's worth. That's the other bit that comes in this pack. So yeah, that's the straw add-on pack that I like. Other mods over here that I like, these big buildings here, which are silos. These are made by Missy B is the modder that makes these, and you'll find these in farm buildings in the mod hub. This one here is the big silo facility. Has 4 big silos. That's your loading plate there to put all your dry, actually it's a multi-fruit silo, so it actually holds everything. Your liquids, your manure, your grains, it holds everything, so you put them in there. So I'll just go grab my tractor and I'll show you. Won't hold bales obviously, but all your loose material like these, your hay pellets, fertilizer, foods, you pull up here, R1 triangle, unloads my pellets, like so, just dump them out. Now that that's dumped, you drive in under the shelter, sorry for my driving, and you park under that black pipe, which will give you a start fill. So you click L3 and it holds 900,000 litres of everything. So it'll hold your wheat, your barley, your oats, your canola, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane, seeds, total mixed ration, forage, chaff, wood chips, silage, grass, hay, straw, fertilizer, manure, pig food, lime, hay pellets, as you can see they're in there, straw pellets, back to wheat. So if we want to get something back out, you just open this menu, click start, comes out the pipe, starts filling your trailer like so. So that's another mod I'll use on my farm if I have a really big farm. The other one made by Missy B as well, which is part of that pack, the mods, is this silo facility. You drive down the middle instead. That's your out pipe there. That's your fill grid. It looks just as big, but it only holds 500,000 litres of everything. Still great mod. Holds everything. It's awesome. Another mod I like to use by Missy B, and not for these liquid silos, but that's part of the pack, is I get these liquid silo pack because it gives me these 2 trailers. This one is a semi-tanker trailer. Holds 60,000 litres of liquids, and that's any liquids. So it could be slurry, water, herbicide, liquid fertilizer, all those sort of liquids it'll hold. Carries a 60,000 litre capacity. And once you download the pack, you'll find the trailers under tools in miscellaneous. And there they are by Missy B. You've got the MTU25, which is the little trailer one. It holds 25,000 litres of any liquid. As you can see down there in the menu, it holds milk, which is the can. Then you've got water, which is the drop. Then you've got liquid herbicide, fertilizer, which is the leaf one. You've got fuel. You've got diesel exhaust fluid. If the map sells that, it holds slurry, and it holds digestate. Digestate you get out of biogas plant when you sell stuff there, and it makes it. This one holds exactly the same, only at 60,000 litre capacity. So that's why I get the liquid silo mods, guys. Oh, sorry I didn't mention that either. To find those sheds for the straw harvest is in placeables under sheds. You go across and there they are. They're those three there. So you got the pellet hall, which is just your basic one. It's empty, nothing in it. And you go to the next one, which is your pellet hall with crane. And the last one is your pellet hall with pelletizer. It has your crane, your storage dividers and your pelletizer at the end. And that's where you find those sheds. Find the equipment, which I didn't mention before. Sorry guys, backtracking. You go into tools and you go to baling technology. And in baling technology is where you'll find all that gear. You go across and there you have it, your Breslin Lade bale grabs, the AR03 and the AR05. There's the Lizard V-Grab right there. And you've got the Krone Comprima V180 XC round baler. You've got your big pack 1290 HDP 2XC by Krone, which is the big massive square baler. You got the bale collect trailer. If that's what you want to use, that's what I use. You don't have to get that, but while I'm here quickly, so you can put the bale chute on it. As you can see, it has fold down rack or the tow hitch for the trailer. You can fill it manually or automatically. Automatically means you don't have to buy the pallets to fill it, just fills it automatically. Manually, you open up the bale cabinets, put your bale twine in, close it, and away you go, if that's the way you want to go. And there's the Primus 5000 pelleter and the bale shredder, all in baling technology guys, where you find all that. To find your pellets, your pallets of gear for those balers, you go into your buy menu, go to pallets, go to pallets, sorry, again, speech is horrible. Go to pallets, come across, you've got your Krone bale twine pallet for $100, and you've got your bale net pallet and your molasses pallet for it all. There they all are in pallets guys. If you go the manual route, it's just completely up to you, you don't have to. I'm not telling you how to play the game, I'm just telling you that's where they are. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. They're my mods that I have. They're not a must-have mod. They're not a mod I will tell you you have to play the game, because you don't need them. I'm not here doing that. I'm just showing you the mods that I like to use, and these selections of mods are the ones that I put on my maps and my farms all the time. But I might leave this video there guys. That's, like I said, that's my selections of my mods that I have on every farm that I use. There are a lot more mods I use, but I just thought I'd start off by doing that little mod, and I recommend these mods for anyone who likes to play, because the versatility of the mods, especially the TLX and the Hulk. Yeah, again, they're my mods. If you like this video, leave me a like, drop your comments down below. If you got any questions, or if you'd like to see some more videos like this and about some other mods that I use, let me know and I'll go ahead and try and do another one very similar. But yeah, if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe, that'd be great if you don't want to miss any of my other videos that I'm making. And like always, until next time, I'll catch you later.